Hi everybody, welcome to day 5 of Vlogmas. Today is December 5th, 2019, and it's a kind of a nice day. It's been really sunny today and it's not cold outside, so I'm kind of taking advantage of that and sitting outside on my porch. Obviously the house is that way, and the river, the North Edisto River, is just down that way. It's pretty much just a creek at this point, but it eventually joins up with the South Edisto to form the Edisto River, which eventually empties into the Atlantic Ocean. So I guess in theory, if we put in a canoe there, we would eventually get to the beach, but I think it would be pretty tough from here. So today has actually been a relatively quiet day. I seem to have let a lot of time slip away without accomplishing very much, but I didn't have to go anywhere. My son was working today, and my older daughter had some appointments in town. She had a haircut appointment, stuff like that. And so the youngest and I were here, just the two of us, for a good bit of the day, but she needed help with schoolwork. We homeschool, if I haven't mentioned that earlier. So I spent a fair amount of time helping her with, we did geography, we did Spanish, and a little bit of English. So she's doing math right now, and hopefully she will get everything finished and we can start with a clean slate tomorrow. Let's hope. I am sipping on another chai latte in my cup from Skansen. This is in Stockholm, Sweden, and it's sort of like Williamsburg, Virginia. It's historic, so it has historic reenactment stuff from different periods in Swedish history, and it's really interesting. Anyway, it says from the crook maker, like the potter, the crockery maker, and anyway, really pretty cup. In setting up, I managed to spill some of this on me. Of course I did. But it's really good. I'll set this down. I spent probably 10 or 15 minutes just trying to get a setup. I've got a chair, like a tall stool, with a little step stool on top of that, and then the camera on top of that with a candle behind it for this setup. I just need a tripod for the phone, obviously. If you were watching yesterday, you heard me talk about aliens taking a quilt square and a geography book. The geography book has been found. It's a spiral bound, and it had gotten flipped around and then tucked behind some other stuff with the spiral part going in toward the wall instead of out of the bookcase, which meant that it wasn't easily recognizable. So I did find that. The quilt square, however, is still missing. Who knows? But anyway, I was very thankful to have the geography book. Frankly, at this point, that is much more important than that one quilt square because I managed to work around it. I talked a little bit about that yesterday. So I've got to work around for the quilt square. It's going to show up one of these days. You know it is. All right. I have not done a ton of knitting because I was working on geography with my daughter, right? I did a little bit more, and I've joined the next color, and I realized that I should have done it on a wrong side row. This is a right side row, and I'm getting the little purl bumps on here. But I could take it back out and make a change, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. The pattern just says, as your yarn runs out, add a new one, and that's pretty much what I did. So I don't think ultimately when it's finished it'll bother me. I'll think about it a little while before I go on any further. I'll see. I don't know if I have enough to do another row of the previous yarn. We'll see. So I'm doing the habitation throw. I think I've shown you this several times, with the habitation throw by Curious Handmade. And this is my new yarn, the one that I just joined. It was a gift from a friend, so it didn't have a label, but it's obviously a fingering weight like a sock yarn. And then the one that I opened yesterday is Lolo Did It, Helping Hippos 2018. And hopefully the light will be a little bit better out here. Does it help if I put my hand behind it? Maybe a tiny bit. I don't know, let's see. And then I've got another one to open. This is from a swap I did last spring. Organized by Luli. I think that's the name of the podcast as well. And she organized a swap, and I swapped with somebody in the UK. I can't remember where her address is. I'm sure I have it somewhere. Elisa. And she sent these wrapped. So we swapped. I got these last spring, and they've stayed wrapped since spring. I can't tell you how difficult it was seeing them over there in my little basket in my craft room, all wrapped up. She also sent me a little bag of chocolates with it. They were like spring Cadbury egg kind of things. Those are long gone, just so you know. Ooh, this is looking very promising. All right, if I can get it open. There we go. Look at that. And it says Felt Fusion Superwash Merino Nylon Silver Sparkle Trolls Hair Up. Look at this tag. How cute. That is fantastic. So this is the one I'm currently on. Very similar to the one that will come next. And then this one will be after that. Very exciting. Thank you, Elisa. And I'll untangle that later. The other thing I want to share, I've mentioned, but I want to actually show it to you. I've had it on my list for several days running. I actually did a video and had problems uploading it. And now I can't find the paper. There it is. The Jolly box from the Fat Quarter Shop. You order it early in November and they sell out pretty quickly. I got the email and ordered within a day. And by a couple of days later, they were sold out. It's a surprise box, but it's going to have fabric and pattern, like stuff to make a quilt-related project. All I knew was that it would be a project and it was fabric-related. So the project is Sugar Plum Stockings. You can see them on there. And what I got in the box was a Fat Quarter bundle, 2 acrylic templates, some batting, and I think there was a whisk, like for your kitchen, because it was a cooking related theme. And I was gonna see, and the pattern, like the pattern book, so it shows you how to do the pattern, and then you layer the pattern with the batting and the backing, and then you cut your stuff out of that. So I made the stockings from the pattern. You see that okay? And here's the other one. The only thing I did that was different is these little appliques on here. They had you cut them, according to the pattern, out of this just little polka dot fabric that's on here. Instead, I really liked the lining fabric. That was actually my favorite fabric. I'm very tempted to buy some more. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's got that way, little mugs and mixers and aprons and that kind of thing on it. And then some words. So I fussy cut that for the template. And this one says, "More sprinkles, please." And this is the other one, again cut from the lining fabric. And this one says, "All you need is love and Christmas cookies." So I'm really happy with the project. It was super fun to do. Got to practice a little bit of piecing and quilting. The only thing I didn't like about it, and I knew when I was putting it together that I should probably adjust it, but I didn't. I just followed the pattern, is how the loop is attached. It's attached inside the lining, and it tends to pull it up. So I'm kind of tempted to actually deliberately pull it up a little bit, maybe, and top stitch. I don't know, because I feel like what it needs is a little top stitching right here, and this would be better here than on the inside. But as far as I can tell, that is exactly what, I put it exactly where the pattern said. So these are the two, and I think they're really cute. I thoroughly enjoyed making them. And I don't think the pattern's gonna be available for purchase anywhere else, but you wouldn't necessarily need it. It's just a quilted fabric for the outside and a basic stocking pattern. I am going to try sometime in the not too distant future to upload the video I did of unboxing the kit, and then just today I went in and edited, since it didn't upload the first time. I figured I might as well edit the finished project in, so it'll have at the end the pictures of the finished project. So if you're interested in seeing exactly what was in the box and how it was packaged and that kind of stuff, I will try to get that up. It's fall, I've got all my fall decorations out, so I intended for it to go up back in November, and for whatever reason it just wouldn't upload, so hopefully I can get that to work this time. I also have, which I still can't show you, but I'll show you my fabulous Jan Smiley bag. I have a secret project in here. It is a gift knit, and I'm really trying to keep it very secret. So, but I have to have it finished really soon. So I'm going to keep that secret, and hopefully in the next week or so I will be able to show that to you. Looking at my notes to see if there's anything else I need to tell you today. I took Bentley for a walk, and that was about the only place I went today. It's, like I said, it was a pretty quiet day, but very nice for a Thursday in December. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I hope that the holiday season is going to be very good to you, and I will see you tomorrow. Merry Christmas!